What's up, guys? Welcome to the Killer Be Killed channel, and welcome to another episode of Quick Reviews. My name is Scott, and let me reiterate what exactly this video is for any newcomers who didn't see my first part of this series. So essentially, Quick Reviews is just 3 movies that I pick out that I either have opinions on or that I would like to recommend to you guys, but I just don't feel like deserve a standalone video on their own. I'm just going to go through a quick little overview of each movie, highlight some points that I thought were important, whether they were good or bad, give it a quick numeric rating, and then just let you know if I would recommend it or not recommend it, all that jazz. For this episode, I feel like it's a little bit weird, especially when comparing it to my first episode, because 2 of the movies, as you can tell by the thumbnail, 2 of the movies are kind of old, and I feel kind of late talking about them, but I saw them semi-recently, and like I said, I have an opinion on them. I feel my need to express the opinion, but I don't want to just waste an entire 10, 15, 20 minute long video talking about it. Regardless though, I hope you find what you're looking for in this video, and yeah, thanks for watching. Let's just jump right in. So the first movie is The Grand Budapest Hotel, which is directed by Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson's a pretty interesting director. I don't believe I've seen any of his other movies, but after watching this, I think I will be checking out some of his other work. This entire movie kind of reeks of his own aesthetic and his own cinematographic process, settings, and just overall structure, pacing, all of that. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I enjoy it, but if you don't enjoy Wes Anderson's movies or the way he likes to organize his films and shoot them, you might not like this movie. The entire movie kind of plays out like a novel. In fact, it's divided into segmented chapters like a novel, and the entire story is like a story of a story that this guy is telling, but really you're kind of just seeing it through the perspective of the storyteller. Like the original storyteller, not the storyteller from the beginning. So not to give too much away, but basically there's this guy and he's like, I met this dude at a hotel and he owned the hotel and this is how he came to own the hotel and here's his life story. But he's not really, he is the one telling it, but you're really kind of seeing it through the original main character's eyes rather than the second-hand storyteller's eyes. I know that can seem kind of confusing, and I guess it is kind of confusing when you think about it, but the entire movie, even though it seems a little hectic and a little quirky, for lack of a better word, it really comes together very well. The entire movie, I don't even know how I would describe it. I don't know if I would call it a drama. It's like half of a storyteller's story mixed with a comedy, but the comedy is really dry humor. If you enjoy really dry humor and not just in your face, most of the humor comes off of odd quirks in dialogue and general characterization. Regardless though, I really enjoyed it and I would definitely recommend it. If you like Wes Anderson's work, you'll like this. If you don't like Wes Anderson's work, then maybe you should pass up on it. But anyways, I recommend it and I give it a 9 out of 10. So I saw this next movie titled The Tortured a couple months back on Netflix's Instant Watch thing. I had not heard anything about it. I was just bored scrolling through the movies late at night and I just saw it. Looked somewhat interesting and I tried it out. And boy, is it weird. I really don't know what they're going for with this as far as a moral or philosophical narrative. I don't get the point that they're trying to making, if it's anti what the main characters are about and what they're doing, or if it's I don't know, it just comes off as really weird and not really all that concise. If it has a narrative, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just a weird, crazy, fucked up story, but if there is a narrative, it's not all that clear, and it kind of becomes even more disjointed as the movie goes on. So basically, the movie is about this couple. Their kid gets kidnapped and murdered, and then the guy gets convicted, but then they hijack the convicted guy's jail transport, and their plan is okay, we're gonna torture this guy now because he murdered our kid. And I think he murdered other... yeah, he did. He definitely did. Sorry. He murdered other kids, too. He was like a serial pedophile murderer type guy. Just general fucking scum of the earth. And so the majority of this movie is kind of just that. Like, these two characters going through with their whole torture thing. So it's kind of like a torture movie, but then, like, they're also, like I said, the moral dilemma. They're like, why... is this really worth it? Is this like, what's become of us? Blah, 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 blah. Just that sort of thing. And then the ending to this is just completely bonkers. I don't understand why they did it like they did, and it's just, I mean, it's crazy. It's out of left field. I was not expecting it, so I guess points for that. But I don't know. I mean, maybe the whole narrative is that, oh, you shouldn't torture people even if, you know, they were absolute disgusting individuals. Who knows? I really don't know. I'm not going to ruin the ending for you, but just know it's completely bonkers, and it kind of makes everything super confusing. And I don't know, I feel like if that's the narrative that they're trying to convey, maybe they should have done the ending a little bit differently. Like, I don't know, maybe the main characters, the parents, come to this realization on their own, or something. But yeah, it's really weird, and it's just the whole action of it being the resolution, and you can't even call it a resolution. It's just like, oh, they fucked up, and that's kind of like what this ending's portraying. It's not like some, you know, self-inflection and this moral dilemma, like, look at what we've done, we've become the monsters that this guy represents. But no, they just fucked up, logistical error, and now they fucked everything up, and that's pretty much all I can say without giving anything away. The ending is just super out there. You're not gonna see it coming. Maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe you got good intuition, but I certainly didn't see it coming. Would I recommend it? Yeah. You know, it's something. It's something. It's definitely something. I don't know if I would recommend it as like, oh, this movie's really good, but I think I would recommend it purely on uniqueness. Through the entire movie, honestly, everything except the end makes this movie, like, it seems really run-of-the-mill until you get to the ending. The ending is what makes it completely bonkers, and what just, like, throws it just completely off the fucking spectrum of what it was shaping up to be, which was just, like, a revenge torture movie. But now, no, it's just this crazy fucking story about, I don't know, it's crazy. So if you want to see something unique and pretty off the wall, then yeah, sure, I'd recommend it. For a score, though, I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 10, just because I felt it was so disjointed. There was nothing really all that redeeming about it, except the ending, but then again, the ending was also super confusing, and just really strange altogether. I feel like if they were wanting to go for that strange route, they should have made most of the movie strange, because, as I had mentioned, like, 9/10 of this movie is, like, basic. So I don't know, I'm pretty torn on this. I mean, 3 out of 10, maybe 4 out of 10, I don't know. It's just after the movie, and I didn't feel like I felt what they were wanting me to feel. If that makes any sense. I feel like I feel like I know what they were going for, but they just didn't quite hit it, because the organization and the pacing and just the overall structure of how everything plays out just kind of makes it, like, it goes from just a dull movie, and then the ending makes it like something else. So I don't know, if they wanted to make it that something else, then they should have had it be consistent with that throughout the entire movie, not just have it be a pretty meat and potatoes torture movie, and then boom, here you go, there it is. So yeah, 3 out of 10. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's not I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. Certainly not. If you have like an hour and a half to kill, I would take that hour and a half and go and check it out. And so the last movie I will be going over in this quick reviews number 2 is Alien Covenant. So, I'm pretty conflicted with this movie. I don't understand why everyone hated it, but I also do. It's a typical Alien movie, and I think most Alien fans will enjoy it. And I think it's pretty important to not consider this as a standalone horror and just think of it as a continuation of the prequel trilogy. I also rewatched Prometheus before seeing Alien Covenant, and my main gripe with Covenant is just the drastic changes that seem to happen between the two movies. There's going to be some slight spoilers in what I'm gonna go over, so just a pre-warning, slight spoilers. I won't try and spoil too much, but there's just some things that I feel like I have to say that, you know, context is kind of required to say them. So David seems rather obedient and uninterested in Prometheus, making his primary purpose to serve Wayland. But now in Covenant, he holds a misanthropic viewpoint, which could be a believable transition over a long period of time, but we must assume this perspective change is rather quick considering the treatment of his savior, Dr. Elizabeth Shaw. The ending to this movie is also super cliche, and I saw it coming a mile away. I don't know, maybe for some people it was a quote-unquote twist ending, but for me, like, during the fight between the two, you know, synthetic, I don't know what you want to call them, robots, I knew that was, that was coming. I'm trying not to spoil it, while also giving context. But yeah, anyways, the ending, I didn't think of it as being all that surprising. Also, how come the engineers didn't go through the proper precautions and scan David and Shaw's ship, And why did the engineers welcome the ship with open arms when the engineer in Prometheus turned on the humans and threatened Earth with possible extinction? I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of plot holes in Covenant that just kind of cause more questions than really actually continue the plot. I mean, then again, this is the second movie of a trilogy, so I don't know, maybe the third movie will fill some stuff up, but I don't know, story-wise, having it be a continuation to Prometheus, it continues, but there's some, like, character changes and some general thematic and plot events that happen that I'm just like, why did that happen? That doesn't make sense. Why would they do that? Why would he do that? Why would they do that? Why is it like this? Other than that, though, I think it's a decent addition to the Alien franchise, and it should definitely not be viewed as a standalone horror movie, which is how it seemed to be marketed, so I guess I can understand the backlash to it, because, I don't know, I guess they kind of made their own bed, now they have to sleep in it. So yeah, I guess I can't blame the backlash, considering that that's kind of how they framed it, because really the movie is not scary at all, unless you're like someone that's really freaked out by, like, I don't know, imagery. But then again, like, that's every Alien movie, so I don't know, I don't feel like they had to market it like that, since it's an Alien movie. And there's just not really anything extra added to it that made me go, okay, this is different. This isn't just a plot continuation, this isn't just a franchise continuation, this isn't just post-Prometheus. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'm conflicted on this one too. I think it was good, but then again, I'm also an Alien fan, so I have some bias as far as that goes. There were plot holes. It's definitely not something that you should watch if you're trying to watch a horror movie, because it really isn't. It's really just like an Alien movie for Alien fans. And I'm pretty excited to see if they're gonna address these plot holes or these character changes, or just how they're gonna do this in the third one. Because, yeah, that's probably my main gripe, is just there's just some things that just don't really add up in this one. Regardless, though, would I recommend it? Yeah, if you like Alien. If you don't like Alien, absolutely not, though. If you're looking for a horror movie, nope, this isn't it. But if you're an Alien fan, I think you'll like it. Numeric review would be a 6.5 out of 10. So that's going to do it for this episode of Quick Reviews. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if there's any movies you would like to see me review in the comments. It could be for a full standalone review, or even just an addition to Quick Reviews. Just let me know. Hit me up with some recommendations. Anyways, yeah, again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and yeah, see y'all later. What's up, guys? I just wanted to address such a large gap between my uploads. Sorry about that. I've been finishing my fall semester at college, and just with school and work, I've just been rather busy, so I haven't been able to record and edit any videos. But hopefully now that my semester's ending, I'll hopefully have some time to do that over over winter break. So I actually have an entire full standalone review written and planned. I just need to record it and edit it, which I'm probably doing right now as this has been uploaded. So that should be out within the next week or so. But yeah, sorry about that. More consistent content should be going up. Again, just sorry. But anyways, yeah, thanks. Thank you for your viewership, and have a great day.